Welcome to Challenge Bandits. We're 7 middle-aged mates who stay in touch with a weekly Zoom call challenge. It's home tasking without the Taskmaster.
The best part is that it's interactive, so you decide who wins the challenge by clicking on the voting link pinned in the comments. Before we kick off this week's Zoom call challenge, which is all about fruit and vegetable stories.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, we've done that one.
Before we kick off this week's Zoom call challenge, which is all about pudding sandwiches, let's see who won last week's challenge, which was to prepare a presentation on a kitchen utensil.
On your marks.
Fork.
Get set. Go.
This is a sieve.
But the real beauty of the wooden spoon is just how versatile it is.
It's not going to help you banging a nail.
I'm going to squeeze the teats.
I can tell you now, I've got them all. Well, I've got 5.
This is my favourite spatula.
Without overjuicing your bird.
10 inches of sieving ability.
Yes, that's a thing. You can check it out.
You don't want to spray too quickly.
It's really small.
Useless! Absolute drivel!
Oh, it can probably turn on the oven.
Oh, I've got a bit on my hand there.
It's not what you think. Don't even think about it.
You only need this.
My teaspoon! And now I'm off to have my cake and eat it.
Your votes have been tallied, and the winner of this week's Zoom call challenge
With 42% of the votes is Simon.
Oh,
Well
good
done.
job. Good job.
Well done, Simon.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
look.
a catch.
Wouldn't know he
Nice.
was happy.
Wow. Well done.
Yeah, cracking one of
Sorry,
me.
guys.
Okay, now on to this week's show.
Okay, so now on to this week's video, which is all about puddings and sandwiches.
No, it's not.
But it is.
Yeah, no, this is pudding sandwich week.
Have you done the wrong one, Simon?
No! I didn't make a pudding and a sandwich. I made a pudding sandwich.
This is the entry for the pudding sandwich. And my lovely assistant here is going to start prepping. And I'll commentate as we go. Okay, so to start with, obviously we have bread, an essential part of a sandwich. We have went for the Nature Store, hazelnut and cacao, gluten-free, dairy-free. Okay, step 2, banana. Well, it's just about good to use, I reckon. We were having a conversation last week on the call about the window of a banana being ready to use. I'm not sure if we got this one quite right, lads. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so that's step 2, added is chopped banana. Step 3, we've went for a little indulgence with Livia nuggets, raw cookie dough. So we're just going to spread a few of those on. Can always just eat the extra ones. Oh. Yeah, should we just do 2 and eat the rest? Okay, we're ready for the final stage. Bread on top. It's now officially a sandwich. Oh, look at that.
Very good. I'd definitely eat that.
Yeah, it looks tasty. Absolutely delicious. Although
That
quite
is-
dense, I'd imagine, because those nugget things, whilst delicious, are quite dense.
Yes.
And we actually had that for dinner. That was our dinner that evening.
Carb central.
Did you have it as your main or did you have it as dessert?
And as main. So it was, we had it as a sandwich and a pudding. We literally took it literally.
What was your pudding sandwich pudding?
Well, no, we were all pudding out. We already had the pudding.
I'm going to say, I thought, oh, banana spread and banana. That's
But then toasty maker, well, different level.
Yeah.
Although
The-
I'm a
the
bit
only-
concerned how many toasty makers you're going to go through making that particular sandwich.
Yeah.
The only thing that would have made it better for me, I think, is if you buttered the outside of the bread as well.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
you
a bit
Well,
did
with
that,
with
man.
actual butter or just with
Yeah.
like
Oh, either or.
Just, dairy-free spread would work.
Yeah. Get golden colour on the outside, but it's
Or
still
even
the
some-
I'll eat it now.
If you got some kitchen roll, put a bit of olive oil and just kind of done around
Mm.
the outside and give it a nice sort of toasted browning on the top.
All right, Gordon Ramsay.
Can I ask about the toasty maker? It looked like you were wrestling with the toasty maker. At some point. There was a
It
bit of
didn't
wrestling
look like
going
Gary.
on.
They were.
Is that
Yeah,
part
they
of
were.
the art of making this?
no
Or was it
that's part of the art of buying a £5 second-hand toasty maker.
Good
Right,
work.
who's up next?
Quickly.
Hello. So we've got another task to make a pudding sandwich, and I'm going to do that old favourite, the Big Matt from McDonald's. So I've got all my ingredients down here, and we're going to jump straight into assembly. Here we go. So the base, you start with a bun, nice and simple, and you add some gherkins. Because we all love those gherkins. In America they call them pickles, but they're gherkins over here. And this is McDonald's, not McDonald's. And then we add a few onions, but in this case we're choosing segments of lemon. Oh, I should have said the previous bit was kiwi, so we're definitely on a pudding theme. And then we add a bit of sauce, that famous Big Mac sauce. Here we come, yeah, there we go, Big Mac sauce, generous helping. And then some lettuce, or in this case, basil, because you can use that in puddings. It's very popular on such chef programs on the BBC. MasterChef, yeah, that's the one. And then we're going to add a slice of cheese, pineapple in this case. And then we're going to add our first beef patty. And it's stuck to the plate, which is, oh, and I've broken, oh no, the holy spatula, I broke it. There we go, first beef patty on. Then we're going to add our middle bun, because this is a multi-layer thing. Middle bun. And then we're going to add a few more onions. Remember that those onions were lemon segments. And a bit more sauce. Gotta love that sauce in your burger. Here we are, a bit more sauce. Generous helping. A bit more lettuce. There we go. And then another slice of cheese before we add our second patty, ice cream patty. Did I say that before? Patty, there we go. And finally, our bun. That is one big mat. Take a look at that. Oh yeah.
That is absolutely incredible. Like, I can't take the mick out of it. That is, Matt, that is ingenious.
Yeah,
It's really clever.
Really
clever.
creative, and looks like a genuine article.
Yeah, thank you. I just lacked the sesame seed bun, but yeah, I was happy with it.
So Matt, the important bit, did you eat it?
Absolutely. You can watch the second half of that video on the Challenge Bandits community channel, actually. Yeah, it's delicious.
That's my afternoon sorted.
Quite cold.
Were you really impressed with yourself when you come up with the idea of Big Mac and Big Mac sauce?
Yes, like when I got it, I was just sort of like, this is going to work. Like, I sort of had no idea what I was going to do. And then halfway through the week, I was just chatting with Rachel about like what I could do. And yeah, the idea of like a Big Mac came out, and I was like, hang on, just change the letter. Big Mac.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Fantastic idea.
The rest is history, as they say.
Those patties looked a bit raw, though, I've got to say. You cook those, mate.
You don't want to grill them.
They were well cooked.
They were straight out the freezer.
Yeah, I mean, there's
They were
rare,
so
then
good.
there's like raw AF.
I think I was a bit transfixed on the patties at the start because I was thinking, what kind of patty is that? What is that thing? Because I had no idea it was ice cream at the start, and I was thinking, what on earth have you used? But then it all came clear.
What did you think it was, Gary? What did you think it was?
I suppose savory. It's some kind of vegan thing. I thought it was some alternative sort of thing, maybe something vegan related, perhaps.
Well, because the rest was fruit.
Yeah, well, I didn't realise the rest was fruit at first, though. It took a few goes, then I realised, this is sweet instead of savoury.
Well, was it Matt saying it, or the letters, the words that came up on the screen that didn't give it away?
Probably the words that came up on the screen.
There was no lettuce.
There were two spelling mistakes. I'm sorry, Matt. I don't like to criticise.
Oh, red pen.
That was me.
That's our editor in
That was you,
chief.
Adrian. Editing was spelled wrong.
He's sabotaging my video. Sabotaging
Yeah,
my
see what's going
I'm
on.
a stickler for spelling. Sorry.
He sabotaged it to the letter.
Blame the post producer.
Adi, you're selling Matt as half baked. Come on, Matt. I was
I'm
gonna
very
ask.
sorry.
The only thing I think that could have topped it was, when you get those little flags that you put in the top to kind of keep it all together.
Oh, the stick that goes through the middle, yeah.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
but I
it?
tell you, it was really well thought out.
Wouldn't have been McDonald's then.
It would be another.
It's not a McDonald's policy.
Yeah.
No flags in the burgers, please.
I'm just trying to think how you could have made chips to go with it. What would you have made the chips out of? Like bits of marzipan or something? All
Pineapple
layered there.
strips.
Yeah, you could have done the pineapple cut vertically and thinly again, but then you'd have had to probably. Well, you could have just switched the switch the cheese for a slice of something else. I think that's maybe.
What I have here is a tray of my mother, Mummy Paul's, bread pudding. Look at that. Quality. Freshly baked today. There we go. Look. Oh, look at that. It's like a nice a rogue raisin. Right. Top class, top class. What would be the next step for a sandwich? Well, obviously, it's the butter. Some lovely custard. Let me steal this knife. This off camera so nobody tries to... There we go, copy me, that'll be silly. So what I'm going to do, just for a bit of lubrication, there you go, which is kind of what butter is for. Ah, perfect. This is a meal of kings. Just going to now, oh look at that. It's like butter that's been in the microwave for a little bit. Look at the spread. There we go. Super and duper. Let's move this over to one side. Okay, there we go. What we need now is, look at this, a bread and butter pudding. So we're going to have bread in bread with bread on top. Oh, well done. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And this is why I got an A in home economics. Oh, look, this is... So I'm just going to... So we can see there we've got the first bit of bread, we've got the filling. Got the second bit of bread. There we go, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, but the first thing to say is that was the perfect opportunity to use a pizza cutter,
right?
And not a pizza cutter in sight.
Not a packet.
What a fraud! What an absolute fraud!
And you could slice the bread and butter pudding and then scoop with a pizza cutter, but not in sight.
Listen, you're peeling back the curtain way too much. This video was actually prepared before I realised how good a pizza cutter was. So the pizza cutter will be in probably every video going forward. But unfortunately, I've not learned of my love of a pizza cutter at this time.
Tell you what, the anticipation of you putting the bread onto the plate, there was about 2 or 3 times. I thought, he's going to do it. Oh, no, he's not going to do it. And he's going to do it. He's not going to do it. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I was like, is he going to do it now? I just almost couldn't contain myself with the excitement. It was really good, actually. And the aesthetic. So when you take the bread pudding out, it was like the perfect shape. but it looks like you got it out with a spoon or something. It was really good.
Yeah, it was well edited.
At the end, it looked like you had when you held it up, it was looked like a sausage and egg McMuffin.
I guess the inside did, look like scrambled eggs.
It,
but it was,
in a way, it had that the bread and butter pudding was the egg.
It was just delicious.
Was it good?
Oh, it was unbelievable. It was like the middle was like still warm and gooey, and
nice.
Yeah, chowed it down.
You could have done with a bit more custard as a spread though, like a thick custard. Do you think it was the right amount?
No, I think it's you're playing with fire there because you don't want it to drip all over your hands while you're eating it. I just wanted enough.
Or your innards could slip out because you got too much lubrication.
Exactly, but I mean, when you have a sandwich, when you have the butter isn't the main course. The butter is just an addition to to the experience. You don't want it to make it right. This is a butter sandwich. Nothing wrong with that if you do have a butter sandwich though.
And the thing is, you've got butter in the bread and butter side of the sandwich, so you don't need additional butter. So the custard kind of complements that quite nicely, doesn't it?
So your mum made the first one. Who made the second one?
Mrs. Asda.
Mrs. Asda.
Bread pudding if you make a bread pudding, it takes ages. And I was at work and pushed for time, and so I had to just, hi mum, can you make me a bread pudding for this afternoon?
Oh, bless her.
Can you make me a pudding immediately?
Yeah. Did you eat it, Paul? Oh yeah, I did eat it. It was delicious. You could see it on our Challenge Bandit community challenge.
Smooth. Nice plug.
So this week's challenge was to make a pudding sandwich. Interpret that how you will. Here's my interpretation. But before we get started, I need to turn on the child within.
Hello, little Simon here. Today I'm making a pudding sandwich. You will need bread, chocolate, whipped cream, jam, sugar, marshmallows and a bit of oil to go in your pan. We need bread, some jam, which I'll put on now. Next we need sugar. Oh, and sprinkle. Next we need chocolate on there. Like that. Then we need marshmallows. Now that the sandwich is done, we need to make sure that the oil is hot, so I'm going to turn it to number 6. Finally, put the sandwich in the pan and let it cook for a while. And it's been flipped. Now we just have to wait for the other side to cook exactly like this one. Teaspoon. Transfer it to our plate. Oh, look at the layers. We have a bread layer and a chocolate and marshmallow layer, which, by the way, they are both like melted and look really yummy. And then another bread layer to make it look like a proper sandwich.
Whoa! I'm back! Ah!
Whoa.
I think once again that is not diabetic friendly.
Oh God, no, it's me.
The health and safety police are knocking on the door.
I like how you cut it there, Adi. I have to say, because you have enough. Yeah. So part 2 can be played on the community channel. Please go and see it. Yes, I was blown away with flavour, and it was lush. It was lush. It was so good.
I really like the inadvertent soft focus from the oil on your nose where you face butt the camera.
I did really like the use of camera angles and your cast as well. So it was really clever, really good.
Yeah. Can we get little Simon on more as a regular than Simon?
Is he available for the morning calls?
Is he the replacement?
I'll just go and get him now. Hang on.
Wow.
That was slick.
Look at that. Brilliant.
He's frozen.
Yeah,
he's frozen.
Simon just holding up a picture.
Yeah, he must. No, he's just there.
He's just there holding his breath.
Sorry, guys, he was there. He was just mugging you up.
He's a chip off the old block.
He went a bit shy, I'm afraid, but it was very good.
Hiya. Do you do a deal on vegan cookies? Is it 3 for
130, yeah.
3 for 130? Okay. Right, could I do that, please? And could I have 6-inch Italian? Sorry?
What do you want to have?
3 vegan cookies, please.
In the bread.
Yep. It's a pudding sandwich. Yeah, thanks. Sorry? Cheese, no cheese. But toasted though. Thank you. No, me either. No sauces, unless you've got any sweet sauces. Do you have strawberry sauce? But no, it's fine, thanks. I did it. I've got my Subway pudding sandwich. I can't wait to get it home. Right, here we go. The Subway pudding sandwich. When you need a pudding sandwich on the go. Oh, look at that. So how do we make that better? Sauce. Hey. Nom, nom, and nom.
Mate, amazing.
Brilliant.
Very
Not
good.
the first time Mady's had 6 inches of Italian.
Al looks so happy about it.
Very clever. Very good.
I haven't
I was
seen
gonna say, like,
something in such a long time.
when you opened that sandwich up, when you got home to show us, and you were like, "Oh, it looks amazing," I wasn't so convinced.
Yeah,
it didn't
Yeah.
look that great.
It definitely, if I could do it again, I would eat it there and then in the car when it was nice and hot. It was about a 20-minute journey, so it cooled down and all gone quite hard again.
I was going to say, did you break their toasty maker or their toast machine with the like melted chocolate? They have to get you see like this repair van come up in the background. Subway's now
cookies
closed
again.
for a week.
They put cookies in it again.
Yeah,
Idiot.
someone's got some dripped chocolate on their BLT.
Amy, can I ask, was it staged? Did you know the guy in there, or did you genuinely go in and that was an honest response from that bloke?
Yeah, genuinely went in. So Dave and I were talking about comfort zones, and I thought that I would, similar to Dave, just try and push myself to do something that I wasn't comfortable with at all, just in his honour. Yeah, and just went with it. I thought, screw it, I just got to do it.
Yeah,
So you
was
didn't
good.
ask permission to film, you just
No.
walked in and filmed as you did it.
But you got that permission, right?
That's why some of the camera angles were a bit odd, because I didn't want to really like shove it in his face.
Was he all right with you putting it on the channel? Or did you-
I've got to say, I didn't ask.
You've got to go back
find
in
out.
now
Let's say
and
that
tell him
again.
to subscribe.
Ask for
That's anyway.
forgiveness, not for permission.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely.
I am really impressed that you went off menu. I didn't know you could go off menu in Subway at all. Now I know you can. I'm inspired. I'm going to go off menu next time I go to Subway.
You do
Yeah, I
realise
think-
this could be a thing
Some bread
actually for
in bread.
Subway.
So what,
they-
you couldn't.
Gary's going to go in and be like, "Yeah, do you do bottles of Lucozade? Yeah, I'll have a 6-inch Italian. I want to taste it."
It's not
Something
common.
called
If you go,
Yeah, do it.
if you go into McDonald's, you cannot get a McFlurry inside of a Big Mac. I'm just telling you now. You'll be disappointed.
Wow.
Oh,
Dude.
mate, Matt, I dare you to try. Additional challenge, go into a McDonald's.
Well, I mean,
Or through
I
the-
could. I own the place.
Yeah, that's right.
Open it up and say, just
anyone
pour the
else?
McFlurry inside.
Unfortunately,
See what
the only
happens.
other alternative is Burger King. So there we are.
Edit that one out along with the penis.
Penis.
This is Jonathan's entry for today. Oh, sorry.
So that was actually the second Subway I went into. The first one, I started the order and they didn't have any vegan cookies, so I just ended up having a Subway I didn't want. And having to go to a different.
That's such an English thing to do, isn't it? It's just to have something just to kind of not be a pain and not be.
Just buy it anyway.
Yeah, and they didn't even have my first choice either. So it was like, okay, well, you got no vegan cookies, but I'm stuck with a 6-inch Italian in front of me
and a massive queue behind me.
I want a meatless marinara. Oh no, we don't have that either. We're at.
What is it? Just sauce?
Yeah.
Just ketchup, nothing else.
Oh dear.
I did do something similar recently. I went into Subway, you know, the when Eat Out to Help Out, and Subway were kind of part of it. I think some of them, but some others. So I went in. I just got to the thing that, oh, you know, what do you want? I was like, are you part of the Eat Out to Help Out? They're like, no. I was like, all right, see you later then. And just walked out.
Well, we're going to help you out.
Yeah, because if I'm not getting half price food, I'm out of here.
That's right. I'm not paying full price like a mug.
Hello, welcome to my first television commercial. My name is John Drovia from Bosnovia. Welcome, thank you, please. So, I will tell you how I am going to cook my pudding today. It is going to be a sandwich. We have had a lovely supper of potatoes and carrots, sided by no potatoes. Very special night. It's going to be a banana and honey sandwich is what I will make for you. Now, in Bosnovia, banana is very expensive. Import duty very, how do you say, you cannot pay. So what we do, I take my wife down the market, she talk a lot. So I swap for 2 bunches of bananas. A good swap, I think. So you take your 2 bananas, and you peel. Quite easy peel. You know, I've forgotten to do one thing. Before we do this, before we touch the bananas, you have to wash your hands. So I haven't touched the banana yet, I only touched skin. Only skin. So we must wash our hands. So you be clean, okay? It's very, very important to wash hands. There we go. We dry. Okay, now we can touch food. So, we get the masher. I use a fork. Do you like to fork? I use a fork. So we mash a banana. Okay, so now we add the honey. Now the honey, I was able to swap for the wife as well than the market. We only use small bit. Small bit, but don't go mental. Little, and we mash there. It looks the same as it comes out, so it's a kind of nice. Now, with your mashed banana and the honey, it's almost ready. We get 2 pieces of bread, stolen from the market this morning with my wife. Now, there's no need to spread. Your English people have butter. No, we not use butter. We not use nothing. We just put the banana straight on the sandwich. And then the other bit on like so. Now you have your sandwich. You cut in half. Watch the fingers. And that, my friends, it's got the banana and honey Bosnavian sandwich. Thank you, please. If you like this video, my wife, she was taken. Please, if you vote, she gets released. So, I like a quiet life, so please do not vote for me. I like it quiet. Thank you, please.
Oh, super.
That was another epic video from Jonathan.
If you vote to free my wife, but please don't vote. I don't want to have her. What did you say? I want a quiet life.
I want a quiet life. That's it. I did get permission. remember, kids, get your wife's permission.
Now, where is your country, Jonathan? It sounds like you're somewhere between like Bosnia and Italy.
It's there was there's a slightly muddied Eastern Bloc.
You had like that. We're going to put the honey on the sandwich.
That's right. It also went slightly German, and now we do this now, you kind of thing. And it's a bit kind of, my goodness, there's a whole raft of accents. But Bosnovia was taken by and pillaged by many different nations in the early years.
I think Scotland were in there as well. So I want it was great, mate.
Now, unfortunately, you can't see, but I'm actually wearing tracksuit bottoms because I wanted to wear a very strange kind of, so like a suit top, but no tie. So you got a t-shirt and tracky bees. It's like, this is what we wear in Bosnovia.
I thought you'd just come straight from work. You'd had a nice client meeting.
That's right, client meeting. Yeah, that's right. Oh dear.
It's a bit concerning. How so for your wife, you just got a couple of bunches of bananas, and then you had to nick the bread. Like, what did you do for the next couple of days? Like, how many wives do you have? How many, tradables do you have to keep yourself going?
Well, have a shed in the back garden. We have stock. We have stock.
And here is creepy Jonathan.
He's back.
He's back.
It's Johnny.
That final shot should be the thumbnail.
Yeah, to be fair, just look at that final shot. That is creepy Johnny.
That's all you need to know.
That is the thumbnail.
It's funny because when I done it and I pressed record at the very start, I did this kind of really long, like very elongated wave, and it was just really awkward to watch. It was a very sort of Borat-y type thing to do, I suppose. But
I didn't get any Borat vibes from it.
Really? Oh,
no, that's right.
Original characters, love it.
Brian Blessed, I thought he was who you were channeling.
From what you see in front of you, you're probably guessing it's going to be an ice cream pudding sandwich. I am going to stack as much ice cream as I can onto this slice of bread. If you're ready, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Right, let me just... Oh dear, I should have opened this first, shouldn't I? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, there's our ice cream. Right, oh gosh, it's, yeah. But you couldn't use a pizza cutter to do this, Hooky. Oh, there we are. There's the first load of ice cream. Here comes another big scoop. Oh, lots of strength required. How's that looking? That's looking rather good, isn't it? This is going to be an ice cream sandwich to die for. There we are, that's looking good. Right. Oh, that was the cupboard, by the way, not me. Yeah. I'm loving this. We're nearly there, Oh, pardon me, I do apologise. There is our ice cream pudding sandwich. Let's sprinkle on a few sultanas. Some honey going on just there. There we are. And then we need to add our top slice. As such, are you ready? Oh, here we go. Ta-da! That is my ice cream pudding sandwich.
Oh, it's dribbling.
You know what, Gary, it was fantastic. And was it the whole tub that you used?
Yes, the whole tub of ice cream. 2 litre tub of ice cream in a sandwich.
I think you're going to certainly compete with the Matt Donald's tower of...
I was going to criticise you right at the start because you said put as much ice cream in as I can, and then I thought you were going to put 2 bits of ice cream in and stop. And I was like, nah, I could have done more than that. But no, you went the whole hog. Good job.
Whole hog, absolutely.
Did you manage to pick it up? Was it possible to actually...
At first it was, yes, but it did start melting quickly. It was a warm day when I recorded.
Did you eat it?
Did you eat all of it?
I didn't eat it. No, I did eat the top of it and actually put the ice cream back in the tub and then refroze it.
Oh
which
wow!
I don't know is strictly safe, but it's in the
fine.
freezer.
Someone's gonna go to that and find there's like some like droppings like things in the ice cream somehow. These like few little raisins.
And there's going to be a complaint to the Cornish ice cream manufacturer to say, why is there poo in my ice cream?
Just so we have some criteria for our viewers to vote against. Did everyone else eat theirs?
Did everyone else what?
Are we going to ignore that? Did everyone else eat their sandwich?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did.
I did.
Yeah, I ate all of it, and then I ate all the other ingredients the next day.
I shared it with my son as well. He really loved it. He said, Daddy, can you make me another one? I said, no, we have to swap another wife.
That's such a way of putting Gary down there. What I do. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I didn't eat mine. No, I didn't eat mine. And good for Adrian, because he was up until very late last night, and it was totally down to me, unfortunately.
In fairness, like I was after eating mine, I was pretty like that was enough ice cream for me with the sandwich and everything. Like if you'd have eaten yours, I think you'd have been in deep trouble after you finished.
Oh,
completely.
Man, imagine the devastation.
The brain freeze.
Oh.
That'll be the first problem, but it'd be the mess 2 hours later. I mean, just slurry.
Oh, it's not
It'd be
good.
grim.
A Matt slurry.
Well, that's all the challenge attempts for this week. To vote for who you think won, click on the link which is pinned in the comments. Our challenge next week is to create an expert wine review.
To see how we get on, click subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when a new video is uploaded.
Awesome.
Oh, very good.
Simon.
Honestly.
Simon, you were replaced.
Was that like a mic drop? Mic drop and just leaves.
Yeah.
Done.